Hello, good afternoon. Happy Friday, everybody. It is me, Eliza Babcock, with Prisma Homes at Keller Williams Realty in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I am so pleased to be here today just adjusting this, at a really special home. And I'm going to wait and make sure we have a couple people hopping on here to join me today. This is a home worth seeing. We are at 1014 Haddonfield Berlin Road, also known as just Berlin Road on some maps. We're going to talk all about location. It's a really great location. We are not directly on Haddonfield Berlin Road, even though that is the address. We're in a little alcove. It's really beautiful and right on a dead end here. It is a colonial home, 4 beds, 1.5 baths, basement and garage. So it's a nice big house priced pretty incredibly at $395,000. So way under the average per square foot. Average sale price for a 4-bedroom home in the zip code 08034. We are debatably in Crescent Woods / Haddontowne, and it depends on who you talk to. The public records have this as Haddontowne, but I can tell you for certain that this is a Crescent Woods model and was built during that time. So sometimes lines change and shift, but we'll let you pick. If you want to buy this house, you can decide if you live in Crescent Woods or Haddontowne. I'm the listing agent here. I can answer any questions as we go. So if you have a question that you'd like answered, it's just like an open house. You can shoot it over to me in the chat. I will do my best to answer it on the fly. If it's a very detail-oriented question, you might be better off messaging us, and we will do our best to get you something like measurements, disclosure, ages of things, all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll go through top to bottom here. I'll take you outside. It's cold, so it'll be a quick trip out, but I do want to show you the backyard. And once again, we are at 1014 Haddonfield Berlin Road in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Price is $395. Open house, in-person open house is tomorrow, 12 to 2 p.m. My teammate Mike will be here. Come on by. We want everyone to come see this. It is a vintage time capsule home. This is one of the best maintained vintage homes I've had in a very long time. Even my photographer, who did a great job on these photos, was like, wow, it feels like you're stepping back into time. Everything feels and looks brand new, even despite its age. So this is a really fun one to see. So I'm going to turn this around. We will get started here at the front door as we usually do. Let me give you just a view of the front. And one important thing here, whoops, I locked it, because someone was already trying to come in. So you see Haddonfield Berlin Road in the distance there. We are separated by that. Do you see right there? There's like a grassy median, and this road is completely protected. So although you can see it, the home sits well back and is completely separated, and we are on a dead end. And what I wanted to point out is we come in through a covered porch here. And you'll notice when I close the door, you can't hear the road. See that? Nice and quiet. And lots of light. So we are at the front door. I'm going to put the front door at my back. And this is our first impression here. So we've got the staircase upstairs. To the left is the coat closet and the powder room. Just giving you a quick lay of the land here. Straight back is the kitchen with a nice eat-in area. And perhaps one of the loveliest vintage living rooms I have ever seen. This blue carpet is everything. Look at those arched mirrors. It's 4 mirrors over there. It makes this room feel huge. Beautiful vintage furniture. That right there is a television. It's really cool. Now, most of what's in this home can stay. If you are a vintage home lover and love this furniture, go ahead and let us know in your offer if you would like anything to stay. Not every single piece is available, but a lot of it is. And I also want to point out underneath these blue carpets, which are in magnificent shape given the fact that they are decades old, the assumption is, and I'm 90% sure, there will be hardwoods under these. Not in the kitchen and not in the family room den, but in this room and the dining room as well as upstairs. But just get a load of this, would you? How fantastic is this space? and it is soaked in natural light. Look at that, coming through the windows here. Look at this amount of light coming in. And that's because the home is set back from the road quite a way. It's a 1/4 acre lot, which is a nice size, but I think that setback is the key to experiencing this amount of natural light. And you know, it's the afternoon now, it's a little after 2. So this is your afternoon light. Now, we're gonna take a minute with that mural over there, but it's absolutely darling. And look at all this space. So whether you're setting up a TV in here or using this as a more formal gathering space for holidays and entertaining, this is really big. And it's beautiful. Another good thing is there is some wallpaper throughout, but there's not a ton. So if you are going to be renovating and modernizing, you get to kind of get right to the fun stuff. There's not a lot of prep work. It's kind of pull carpets up and start, you know, really good opportunity. I love, look at this treatment here. It's like a marbled mirror with mirror inlays. All of these are mirrored pieces. You just don't see stuff like this every day. It's really special. The level of care and love poured into this home through the years is so evident. I'd also like to take a moment to apologize for my post-cold voice. I am no longer with cold, but the voice thinks that we still are. So now this is one of my favorite things in the home. I'm imagining this is, looks like somewhere in Italy or Spain. It's on wallpaper, so this is on wallpaper. I'm imagining that this was one of those sets from yesteryear where you put these panels of wallpaper up. And I don't know, if I bought this house, I would probably leave it. You don't have to. I think it's so quaint and beautiful, and there's so much character in this home. But the good news is, it's not textured. This is like just flat wallpaper. And if you didn't like this, you just say goodbye to it. Since we came this way, we'll do the kitchen first, and then I'll take you into the connecting dining room. Original vintage kitchen, guys. This is original cabinets. Looks like the countertops were replaced. This is the second time this year that I have listed a home with a 1960s General Electric push button range and oven, and they still work. Look at this. She even has the coil covers. Look at that. Obsessed. They're in mint condition. I'm imagining they are enamel coated. What would this be? Not aluminum, probably like a really thin cast iron. This baby is certainly worth money to the right person. You can find these for sale with collectors, but I think it's so fantastic. Let me take you over here and show you the view from the other side. So nice big kitchen, really. And if you wanted to renovate this, you've got so many options, including breaking the kitchen into the dining room, which I've got my feet in right now, or a reconfiguration without doing that. If you did want to preserve your dining room, the kitchen is pretty large. I mean, this is a big table here, guys. It's got 4 chairs. It could seat 6. This is a big table, and it's not impeding at all on the workability of the kitchen. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Love this kitchen. Window over the sink. This home has a great yard. We'll get out there, even though it is negative 600 degrees out there. At least it feels like it on these first couple cool days. That is a fan right there, a kitchen fan that vents to the outside. So if you're cooking, you turn that on, it brings all the air directly outside. And then I want to take you into the dining room. Usually I come through the living room into the dining room, but because I got distracted by the mural, we are now back here looking in. So you see, we already did this room, right? And I went around that way. It's a big dining room. This is a huge table. I mean, this table could seat me see, easily 8, if not 10. Huge credenza, china cabinet there, big sideboard over there. There's a chair in the corner. This is a very accommodating dining room. So you could even think about a circular table, or as I mentioned, if you were doing a full gut reno, this wall can come down here. So you see right here, it can come down, or even just widen the doorway. You can bring your kitchen into this space if you're doing that sort of modern luxe flex space kitchen with like a pretty table in it, but not necessarily keeping a dining room. The chandelier. Gorgeous. For anyone just joining us, we are at 1014 Haddonfield Berlin Road, sometimes just called Berlin Road. We are in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. We are, depending on who you speak to, somewhere in Crescent Woods / Haddontowne. Oh, can we also for a moment, so this half wall divider is all storage. It's not like the widest thing in the world, but what a great place to put away, you know, some stuff that doesn't need a ton of depth. And then you get this sort of little standing bar if you need it. You could like stand here. You've got a little drink or something. You're looking out on your family room. You could also call this the den. You see how much light is coming through that window. So much light in this home, because now we're at the back of the house. The sun is at the front of the house, but that's the amount of light still passing through the back of the home is remarkable. So this is the view of the kitchen we were just in. Look at that. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? I can just imagine cooking in there. And now we're in a very large den. This home is a nice size. We are just under 1,900 square feet. Built in 1958. This is a big house for that time. 4 beds, 1.5 baths, one of which we're going to get to quickly. This is wallpaper in here. This is, I'm imagining, original carpet. So, okay, you can look at this 2 ways. Number one, you can look at it and say, well, I've got to rip that out. But the way I like to look at this is, this carpet has been here for what, 50 some years? Look at the condition of it. This is a home that was taken care of. I've had home in my carpet in my basement for 7 years. It doesn't look this good because I have 2 rambunctious children. This is pride in ownership to the max. Like, this is as good as it gets in terms of the level of care poured into a home. And this is a nice big room too. I mean, you could do a lot in here. I'm imagining most people would want to set their television up in here, and it's really nice because you're kind of a part of everything going on in the kitchen. Plus the back door is here, so you're transitioning interior to exterior through that door. That's the back door right there. Really great space. And then laundry on the first level, yay. So you're not going down into the basement unless you wanted to move it. We've got a 1-car garage right here. Whoops, forgot to turn this light on. Can you see it? Let me get this. There we go. 1-car garage, really great. A little bit of room over at that side at the front. Little nook for storage and bikes and stuff. And there's drywall up too, which is great. And then this is a pass-through powder room. Look at this, how fun is this mirrored unit right here. It's like chrome, so cool. Little sliders, original mirror, probably the original light too. A little bit of wallpaper in here. And then you see, so this door can close here. These are like the 1-2 doors. And then this door can close here. So you just close both of those if you're using this, but then you end up, this is the coat closet here. There's my coat. And then we are back at the front of the home. There's me in the mirror. And up 2 steps again. So, what do we think? Good downstairs? You guys are really quiet. You can ask questions in the chat if you see something you want me to go back to or have a question on anything you're looking at. Nobody asked me about this lamp, which shame on you guys, because shame on me also because I went right past it. It is on a timer, so I'm not going to turn it on, but look at this lamp. Fantastic. I love it. That blue tulip lamp in the front room too. And remember, I don't know specifically what, but there are a lot of pieces here that can stay. Let's go on upstairs. I will say that we are expecting our first offer. I do not have it presented yet. I think at this price point, you're gonna have to act kind of fast. Sometimes homes like this take a little bit extra time to get momentum going, but I wouldn't count on it. The thing is that it's such a good value. So this is the primary bedroom. There is just one full bath up here. So it's not as primary suite, but this is the primary bedroom. It's the largest. Look at this furniture. Gorgeous. Closet there, nice and big. These are all the original hollow core doors. Look at the shape they're in. Original hardware, that mid-century knob. The home was just thoroughly cleaned as well, so it is spotless in here. Look at that. So pretty. This carpet is amazing too. Hold on. Look at that. And again, remember how long this has been here. Look at this shape it's in. I am going to take you to one of the most fun vintage bathrooms in the entire world. This is right out of Instagram. Even the floor, look at it. I absolutely love it. Look at that artistic sliding glass there with the mirror in the middle, the wallpaper that blends that yellow with the blue, the gold faucet, the blue sink and toilet, the blue bathtub. It is white tile in the shower, which is kind of a nice accent here. Let me open it up for you. It's like a speckled white, but the tub is blue. Look at that. And it's nice and deep too. This wallpaper is incredible. Isn't that pretty? And again, look at the light coming into this home. On the floor, you can see it right there. My iPhone is struggling to balance the light in here. One more look at this incredible vintage bathroom. I love that it has a high window there. Original light cover, sliding mirror. It's just everything. These were probably added, but I absolutely love them. Look at the detail there. Perfect. Perfect vintage bathroom. And again, you know, these babies don't maintain themselves. Somebody really loved this, and it can be your turn. Looking down the hallway, I keep scaring myself. There's mirrors everywhere in this house. It's me at the end. So I've already shown you the primary bedroom right here, which is right across from the bathroom. And then we have bedroom 2, 3, and then 4 over there. So we'll do these in order. Bedroom 2. Every room has different color carpet, but remember, hardwoods under the carpet. Nice size room here. If you'd like measurements, we have them for you. If you'd like the disclosure, we have that as well. It is an estate sale. It's for sale as is. Overall condition, although vintage, is very well kept, very move-in ready in terms of functionality, etc. Of course, there might be some cosmetic things you'd like to attend to, but everything works. It is very livable. Twin beds in here. Window to the back. You can see kind of, I'm going to take you out there, but it's a really nice view out. Let me see if the camera will adjust here. Yeah, so you can see kind of, it's not going to focus right. Nice, we sit up high here, so it's a nice view. Look at how cute this is. All the colors, it's very like color blocked. into the red carpet room here, 2 more twin beds, all of the drapes and curtains that match. You know, it's just really, really quaint and lovely. Very well thought out. A little bit of textured neutral wallpaper in here. When you see plastic on the lampshades, you know you're in a good and well-loved home. Somebody really took care. And again, that light is just blasting through. Look at that. And keep in mind, we cannot hear Haddonfield Berlin Road from inside the house. This is a linen closet here. There's also, I don't think these guys ever really used it. There's an attic that runs the entire length of this upstairs if you needed storage, but we're gonna go to the basement next. Love this hallway. This home was built in 1958. Most of the decor feels very 60s, you know, just because something was built in the late 50s probably means that most of the aesthetic is 60s, as somebody moved in and started making those choices. We have a finished basement, finished many years ago, but finished nonetheless. If I lose signal, I will run back up. It looked okay when I tested it earlier. Look at this. This is good stuff, right? Really big finished basement. So back there, utilities, so your furnace, hot water heater, everything. It's kind of, you know, it's broken a little bit into 2 sections, this being more of the like work side, and this has an egress for safety. Let me show you. So you could, in case of emergency, get out this way. There's a doorknob. You can get up and out. It's kind of hard to make out, but you'll just trust me on that. So this is kind of like the workshop side. You could do like a rec space in this main area. You could set up additional living space, maybe a TV, some video game type stuff down here. There's a smaller window right there. This is like, I think, the meter and the electrical panel and all of that in there. This is like a blank canvas. And storage galore. So even though it's mostly finished, look at all this. All this storage in here. So there's 1, 2, look at how big this is. All the storage in here, 3 doors, actually 4. There's one on the other side too. All this storage, 4th door here. Once you pass through the median here, and this goes under the stairs. This is great. So tons of places to put stuff. Just closing these. And then I'll give you a peek. There's even additional storage in here. So you've got some shelves, you know, shop vac, all this kind of stuff is in here. Drop ceiling, if you want to get rid of that, you might be able to get a few extra inches up there. Really awesome opportunity in this basement. This is kind of like, you can't add this later. You want to start with this. And this can be whatever you need it to be. Look at this wallpaper. Isn't that fun? It's got like a tiny little, I don't know if you can see, it's got like a little sparkle to it, like right in those gold flecks. Such a lovely home. And I think I put it in my description. This is worth serious consideration. A lot of people say like, oh, I love that modern farmhouse look. I want it to be everything neutral. It's like, yeah, we have those too. You will pay for them. And someone's already made a bunch of choices that you were not involved in. Or do you want to start with a beloved home, meticulously maintained, and then you get to decide. So again, remember, we are set back from Haddonfield Berlin Road. I'm going to let you listen. There's one car going by. It's not super loud. You can hear the road from the backyard, but it is not intrusive. It's not any, you know, it's like it's way softer than my voice. Covered awning. Love this. I believe it's aluminum. And look at this yard. Oh, it's cold. Look at this grassy, beautiful yard. It's huge. Fully fenced with a chain link fence. Not too much in the way of like trees and leaves falling. The grass has winterized itself beautifully. This is nice grass. Shed is in as is condition as is the rest of the home. Shed might need to be replaced, but you could also kind of work on it and keep it, or you just replace it. But this is great. And look, I don't know if I've ever done this in Cherry Hill before, a full blue sky from all the way from, you can't even see me moving it, so from there to there, there's so much sky. So you can sit right out here, watch the sunset, sunrise, everything, because you've got pretty much better than a 180. Tons of sky. Where you sit under the porch. I'm imagining like a warm summer evening and it's like maybe raining a little bit or a storm's rolling in and you're covered and up against your beautiful home, maybe grilling dinner. Nice concrete patio here. I'll give you a look at it. Really great stuff. Let's go back in because I'm freezing. Absolutely freezing. Went from warm to frigid. Nothing in between. All right, so those of you who are with me now, this will be your last opportunity to ask any questions. I'm going to be saying goodbye. I want to thank you for joining me on this tour today. Let me flip this around. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour. I am Eliza. I'm the listing agent here. Any questions that you might have can be directed at me or anybody on my team. My teammate Mike will be here tomorrow at the open house. Everybody is welcome and wanted. Nosy neighbors, anybody. Not sure if you're interested, come on by. Come see it in person. This is a great one to see. We will see you at the next one. Don't know exactly when that is yet. It's December, so not as much happening, but this is one to get excited about and you can make it yours this holiday season. All right, thanks again for tuning in. Everybody have a great weekend. Bye, guys.